What's happening, friends? Ryan McCaffrey with you for another round of MLB The Show. Ramone Russell's here. That means baseball is upon us, my friend.
It is. It's very, very close. Like spring training starts in like a week, I think.
Oh, I can't wait. You, of course, continue to represent and speak for MLB The Show 19 from the Sony San Diego team. Are you still designing community stuff? What are you up to this year?
A
little bit of everything. Yeah, you do
it all,
man.
Everything, a little bit too busy, but it's a really exciting time. So I know you want to talk about, the two new features in the game.
Yeah, what's up?
March to October, but we're going to come back to talk about those two.
You going to tease me now?
I'm going to tease you now.
Let's see what you got.
Gameplay's huge. There's three main areas of gameplay we focused on.
Yeah.
User skills, making user skills matters more. Defense. Defense is the efficiency. And basically separating the players on defense. We want guys like Brandon Crawford and Matt Chapman to stand out. They're going to make plays that other guys wouldn't make. And we're also trying to give those skills and put those skills in your hands and also work on different exploits. So here we see Brandon Crawford. He's going deep into the hole to make this play. Not everybody can do that. And in our game, you're going to see that. Not every player at that position is going to be able to make this play. So that's why we're showing this play by Brandon Crawford right here. So what we've done on defense is it's about being efficient. So last year's thing was we added all of these new throws. We wanted to get the throws out faster, to be faster and more efficient. What we've added this year, which is the second part of that, it's the catches and everything that happens pre-pitch, because it doesn't matter how fast the throw is. If the guy takes forever to catch the ball, you're going to have gaps. So what you see happen last year, you'd have a kind of fast guy at the plate. It'd be a chopper. You'd be controlling the guy, and he wouldn't go and get that ball. You'd be like, I'm trying to move him closer to the ball. He won't go get it. Now we have animations to where he'll go get that ball, and then he'll fire it off. So we're finishing out that part of the gameplay suite, and it's very, very important because we've added hundreds of these pre-pitch catch animations. So it's all about the fielding and the catching. Last year was about the throwing, and here's another shot of that Crawford play.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get to a new play here.
See, I love playing defense in MLB The Show. Like I'm that much of a baseball purist where I'm not just about, hey, get me to my next at bat. I like making plays in the field. So this kind of stuff speaks to me.
This is another great example. So this is Matt Chapman, probably one of the best defenders in the game.
Absolutely.
This is a diving catch.
Yeah.
In this year's game, he's going to make that diving catch. Guys who aren't as good as him, they may still attempt the diving catch, but the ball might pop out of their glove.
I mean, his DRS was so far above and beyond everybody else's last year.
So guys like him who are really known for their defense, they're going to stand out more. They're going to be more value. And again, like I said, this is a diving catch that he's made. Other players at third base can try a diving catch, and you'll see them try it, but the ball might pop out of their glove. So that's going to be the difference there with guys like Matt Chapman and guys who are known to be really, really good fielders.
Yeah, finishing the play. Really.
Finishing the play. We're trying to get more granularity of what happens when you're playing the game and you're fielding. And as a user, you have a lot more control over everything in the game now.
Good stuff. Look at this. That play, catch that ball. There it is.
Ball, and he got the out. So what happens now is before the play, the computer, they're going to talk just like they do in real life. In real life, if you've got Billy Hamilton at the plate, the defense is going to talk to themselves like, we need to do X, Y, and Z if this happens. Our game now knows that. The guy now knows that. If there's a fast runner at the plate, they know I can't really take time. I've got to get this ball, and I've got to get it to first base quickly.
Yeah.
And so that's where all these new animations and the fielding efficiency comes in. So when Hamilton hits a ground ball, the shortstop or the second baseman, they're not going to wait on that ball. We now have new pre-pitch catches where they're going to attack that ball and get it, try to fire it all to first base. If it's a slower guy, the AI knows that they can take their time now.
Yeah.
So they're going to take their time on those plays. And that's very important because it looks realistic. And it's also what you see happen in real life.
Absolutely. So you kind of get, what is it? You have your AI set to basically look at the speed and characteristics of the batter and sort of been able to know, like, okay, we don't have to rush this.
100%, because that's what happens in real life baseball. Is every single batter, the defense has a game plan for that guy.
Yeah.
Whether it's a slow guy or a fast guy, and now our guys are communicating. The computer, the AI knows who's at the plate. They know what type of catch they need to play. They know what type of things need to be sorted to the top. And so that's what you're going to see this year. Our defenders at every single position are way more efficient. They're the intelligence that they have is so much greater now. So you're not going to see the same exploits and areas of weakness that we saw last year, because those are the areas that we worked on on defense. And that goes to the outfield as well. Like we just showed that Alex Gordon diving catch.
Yeah.
A guy like Alex Gordon, a guy who's really known for his glove, he's going to be more valuable this year because he's going to get to more balls. He's not going to have bad jumps. And this is just an all-around thing. And it's just not just defense. We talked about gameplay, but hitting is a huge thing as well. We've worked a lot on making user skill matter more. So what we've done is, in previous games, hitting was all about how good PCI skill do you have? How good can I move that PCI on the ball? If you had God-level PCI skills, you were great.
Yes.
But most of the people that play our game don't have God-level PCI skills. So you kind of topped out on how good you could be at the game.
Right.
Now in this year's game, we're rewarding more play styles. It's not just PCI skill. It's swing timing, being able to lay off pitches. So we're separating hitters into more buckets, which gives the end user the ability to improve over time.
I like
Whereas in games past, you kind of just topped out if your PCI skill wasn't God level. So we're really excited about that. Another thing that we've done going on, staying with the hitting, is contact hitters. You know, contact hitters weren't as effective in the game as we wanted them to. So we spent basically a lot of our development time this year reworking the attributes, reworking the hitting engine to make those contact hitters more valuable.
And that's important because in today's baseball, there's such a premium placed on getting the bat on the ball. You know, pitching's just trying to keep the bat off the ball. So these contact guys are super valuable.
They're super valuable. Guys like Lorenzo Cain and D. Gordon and Whit Merrifield, those guys in our game this year are going to be so much more valuable. Like, you're going to want to put those guys in your lineup. They're going to become more valuable in MLB The Show 19. This is a great play. So this is a defensive exploit that we've been able to take care of. And so what will happen is you play people online. They'd have a guy at second. They'd send a runner on a double play or a base hit to first base. What you're seeing is the guy notices, he tags the guy out running to second and immediately throws home to get the other out at home. This was a sore spot in last year's game, and we've been able to correct this by the AI knows, oh, I see that guy, he's coming home. Let me go and make this play as soon as I can. So in this case, it's more efficient for the fielder to tag the guy out at second and then throw the ball home.
Love it.
So we have hundreds of animations now to be able to counteract this. Like, every single tag in our game can now branch immediately to a throw. So those exploits that you saw last year aren't going to be as effective as they were in MLB The Show 19.
I guess you guys must just have like a spreadsheet of all these that just come up in the office and in the community over the course of the year, and then you knock them out one by one, right? You got to make all these new animations to address this
Right.
stuff.
So Chris Gill, our gameplay director, and everybody on the game design team, we watch a lot of streaming. Like, we watch how people play the game.
Yeah.
Because 5-6 years ago, people didn't play the game online a lot. Now they do. So we have to change how the game works and stuff like that. Here's another new feature here, which is bad jumps on the ball. Every outfielder is not King Griffey Jr.
That's
it's
true.
Not Mookie Betts. It's not Mike Trout. So your outfielders that aren't as good, they may get a bad jump from time or two. So in this spot here, we have Mark Trumbo, who's actually a right fielder. He's playing out of position at left field.
Yeah.
So you're going to see he's going to get a bad jump. And so the way that these works is...
You're kicking the Orioles while they're down here, Ramone. Come on, man.
It may seem that way, but at the time, I needed to be able to show how this worked. So we threw Mark Trumbo on left field.
Mark Trumbo was a Diamondback for a little while, so I'm well-versed in his defensive inadequacies.
Yeah, he's in the lineup to hit home runs.
That's right.
So if you're playing guys out of position and their fielding rating are dropping, you're going to see bad jumps in all 8 directions, right? As their fielding ability increases, we take away the directions that you can get a bad jump. And then when you get to the diamond level fielders, the guys who are really, really good, they're never going to get bad jumps.
Yeah.
So now they're way more valuable. And here we see a dive attempt that is missed. And so what's happening here is I'm controlling this guy, and I actually took a bad angle.
Yeah.
And I dove, and I missed the ball, but he immediately jumps up and he runs and goes and gets it. So what you're going to see in the game this year as far as hitting and defense is concerned, way more granularity.
Nice.
As far as how good players are on the low end and on the high end. And then you're also going to see that our fielders, especially in the infield, they're way more efficient. Like, everything is about efficiency, being able to get the ball out, and knowing what's going on. That whoever's at plate, that makes a big difference in what's going to happen. If it's a guy like Billy Hamilton who's fast, the AI knows I need to sort catches and I need to sort throws that are quick to get this guy out. Because if I mess around, he's going to be on base, and now I got to worry about him stealing.
Yeah. Good stuff. Well, it's all in the service of a more realistic baseball experience. You guys are the only ones in the world still doing this. And baseball fans like myself, thank you guys for your continued awesome efforts with MLB The Show every year. It's out March
26th.
26th.
Right around the corner. We got to finish this game.
So I got like 45 seconds here before we got to wrap this up, and it's you got a cover athlete in Bryce Harper who has no team as we sit here and record this. Well, are you guys freaking out that you don't have a cover?
No, of course not. We're not freaking out at all. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, he'll land somewhere, and then I wonder, are you guys going to have to ship the game with him not in a uniform and just do a title update? Is that what's
we'll see what happens. We're really excited for Bryce to sign with a team. And again, going back to gameplay, it's about defensive efficiency, defensive intelligence. Our guys are so much smarter. It's about hitting, opening up those hitting windows. And again, it's about separating those players, those gold glove guys, down to the replacement levels, making those guys matter more in the game.
All right. For more on MLB The Show 19, be sure to stick with us here at IGN, and we'll look forward to another round with MLB The Show. Thanks, Ramone.
No, thank you.